Let's go live. Going live. And it looks like we are live.
We're live.
We're live.
Hello.
Hello, hello, hello. Let's see here. Yeah, we'll get started in official like 5 more minutes. 5 minutes and we'll officially begin. Let's see what we got in the chat right now. We got homie AB, Angela, Virginia. We got the whole state of Virginia here.
Whole state. West Virginia. Mountain Mama. Country road.
Take me home.
Take me home.
Actually, that was pretty good.
Take me.
Are you considered a bass?
Yes.
Oh.
Between a bass and a baritone.
Oh, okay.
When I was in choir. I think now I am more of a bass, but I'm able to sing a little higher with strain on the vocal cords.
Love this channel. Thank you, Virginia. Thank you.
Ackright, what's good, my boy?
It says, damn, who are those handsome-ass gentlemen?
Well,
the handsome-ass gentlemen that you see are Cisco, and Cisco.
You clown.
Can I get a shout-out? What's up, Virginia? How you doing? The whole state, we got it right here.
Shout out.
Battle Buddy, hope you guys are doing well. Hope you are doing well as well.
Mm-hmm. Indeed, indeed. Base 1 is what that is. Romulux? I'm sorry that I butchered that. I'm dyslexic and I have a hard time pronouncing things, so I apologize.
Guys, make sure if you haven't already, make sure to go ahead and like this live stream and share it around with as many people as you possibly can, right? Let's get all eyes on this stream again. If this is, kind of a Q&A, we got a topic that we want to talk about, but it is also a Q&A live stream, so if you guys have any Airsoft-related questions, feel free to go ahead and drop your questions in the live chat with the letter Q right in front of it.
Yes. We're going to be talking about the topic that is the title of the stream. I don't want to say it right now because that would take away from the intro that we do once we officially start the stream.
You guys can read. You guys clicked on this live stream. You guys can see it right there, the title of the stream itself. That is going to be what we are talking about today. But again, there are room for other topics as well if you guys are so interested as well. If you guys want to ask questions.
Romulux. I'm sorry, bro.
Virgil Hill, we saw your message earlier. You are being taken care of. Again, we can't do anything ourselves because, again, we are doing the live stream, and this is a small company, but you are being helped out. I can confirm that you were being helped out earlier. You have been DM'd before, and your stuff right now should be waiting. Just, again, give it some time. You will be helped out.
Yep. Yeah, know that your MGC4 is getting taken care of, bro. We got you, okay? Don't stress about it, okay? I know it is stressful, and we understand completely. But, yeah, we got you taken care of. We'll get back to you as soon as we get your gun finished, okay? Which will be sooner than later.
We'll officially get started in like 2 more minutes. We'll officially begin. We got a good-ass stream planned for y'all as well, right? Some cool-ass stuff we want to talk about as well. Virginia says, love your custom builds.
Custom builds. Thank you. I mean, there's a lot of one-offs, and we haven't done too many of those because we have the Typhoon and the Stormline. Those are really popular. Like, we're building a couple every week. Which is super dope. Again, those are handcrafted airsoft guns by our world-class techs. Super dope. But yeah, thank you. I mean, even the one-off customs, like, I gotta say that they are really Gucci.
Yeah. No, I mean, I actually really do like the one-offs we used to do, but honestly, I'm really glad that we have the built-to-order customs.
Yes.
Right? And I like that they're plain Jane externally, just because I feel like, again, accessories are so subjective, right? Like, accessories are so subjective. I decorate my guns differently from how you would decorate them.
Absolutely.
And I'm sure everyone on stream, too, has preferences in terms of, like, what accessories, what optics, what vertical grips, or if you use a vertical grip in the first place, a flashlight. Like, all that stuff is subjective, so I like that you get a dope gun that you can build out yourself.
Yeah, I think that was the main goal with it, right? Because we wanted to create an airsoft gun that just shot great. Yeah. Like, shoots amazing out of the box. And in order to keep the cost down for the gun as well, we don't include any accessories that aren't included with the base gun. You still get all of the accessories that come with, like, whatever base gun you get. But yeah, I mean, again, like what you said, everyone builds their guns differently. What I'm like or what you like may be different from each other and for you guys that are watching. So, yeah, why would we add an additional, $200-something in accessories?
But you guys are going to end up changing them out anyway.
Exactly. And it might not be to your taste. This way you can get a Gucci gun without having to spend more for accessories you don't want.
Chris, how you doing? That is a very good question. We'll definitely be answering that very shortly. Chris Polland, how's it going again, bro? Good to see you again. Grayman Airsoft, what's going on? Good to see you again as well. Jason, the dynamic duo, back at it again.
Yes.
What do you think? Okay, if you had to, because you definitely are Batman. What Robin am I?
You know, that's a very interesting question. I don't know. Right off the bat, I want to say Dick Grayson, but I want to say you're more of let's see. There's Dick Grayson, Jason Todd. I forgot. I know that Tim Drake. Tim. I was thinking the same thing. I was like, it's not Nathan. Tim Drake, the detective. He's the only other Robin that's been referred to as the detective by Azrael Ghul. Fun fact. Who was Damien? Damien's. I don't know. I don't think you're that like bloodthirsty.
That's a good question. I've always wanted to ask. Who is more bloodthirsty, Damien
or Jason Todd? Damien.
You think so?
Being raised by Ra's al Ghul, being raised to be an assassin, knowing that he's murdered before Jason Todd became Robin. I think. I mean, I can't. Okay, I gotta say, Jason Todd when he became Red Hood became pretty ruthless, but as a Robin, even though he was one of the more wild card Robins, like he would jump the gun a lot more. I would say that even after the whole like him getting yeah, exactly. Like I don't think he's that bad because he still has some remnants of humanity. I mean, can't say that Damien isn't doesn't have any humanity either. As soon as as he was Robin and he worked with Batman and worked with the Titans, he did become
more compassionate.
Exactly. Yeah, he did gain a little bit more humility and compassion towards mankind, which I really like. I don't know. I mean, the fact that I think there are technically 6 Robins. I know there's a girl Robin. Yes. Yeah, there's so many. I've got to say the original. Well, can't say the original because I think Damien was released after the girl Robin. But Damien, Jason, Tim, and Dick are the favorite Robins. Dick Grayson being the obvious. Nightwing.
Let us know in the chat which your favorite Robin is. My personal favorite, I was going to say, I was hoping you would say Jason Todd, because that actually is my favorite Robin.
Is it really?
Yeah, I love Red Hood. Red Hood's one of my favorite DC characters.
That because you are a little bit more wild and a little bit more impulsive and creative when it comes to like playing style. Like you can easily run off too and take initiative on your own. So I could see you being Jason Todd.
Hell yeah. Yes, that's what I wanted. All right, guys. Now we went off on that tangent. Welcome to another Mayo Gang Talk? No, what?
Mayo Gang Talk.
Mayo Gang Talk live stream. My name is Isaiah.
My name is Cisco.
We actually got the names right this time, and we are going to be discussing stuff with you guys, hanging out, chilling out, talking Airsoft. We have a topic for you guys. You guys can read the title. The title, that being... what is the best airsoft gun? What is the best airsoft gun? That's a question for you guys. What do you think the best airsoft gun is? But we definitely have our preferences. We definitely have our opinions, but we're going to be speaking our voices on the matter.
Absolutely. So if you guys didn't see, we do have... Oh, hold on. I got to call. Go over the promo real quick.
Yep. So in the meantime, while we're waiting for Cisco to come back, want to let you guys know that there is a promo going on right now. There we go, right? Every $50 you spend per order will be receiving 5 entries into the shopping spree giveaway, right? So, for example, you send, let's say, $50, maybe a little more. That's 5 entries into the giveaway. You get $100, right, or a little more. That's 10 entries. Say 150, right? That'll be 15. Think multiples of 50. That's how many entries you're going to be able to get into the shopping spree giveaway. Again, it doesn't have to separate your order. It can be for gift vouchers. It can be literally for anything. As long as you meet those subtotal requirements, you'll be getting multiple entries in the shopping spree, which is going on tomorrow. Tomorrow's the shopping spree giveaway. It's happening tomorrow, right? $600 are on the line. So don't miss out and place your orders now while you still can. Again, Cisco and I will be in between, going back and forth, checking out the chat, seeing if there's any questions at all. Bossman's on mic. Here you go.
So, Isaiah, you're asking what's the best airsoft gun?
That's the question for today.
Yeah. you're so dumb. I can already tell you.
I mean, I have my opinions. I know it's the
Start
MGC4.
with a K, end with a C. Okay, that's it. Finish. Mic drop.
all
Done.
right. He's saying Crytek.
Okay.
Right. Apparently,
Okay,
yeah. Of course.
That's it. You guys can do your imagination. That's it.
Okay.
Rest of the stuff you guys just showing me. You know, it's like that male gang guy. Keep pushing the what's that MGC4? Jeez, man, you can't compare that to K and the C.
I kind of want to throw up at this a little bit.
I love iPhone 1. Forget about iPhone 15. I don't care about how good iPhone 15 is, okay? iPhone 1 is the king. Okay? It is what it is.
That's your opinion.
That's your opinion.
When you ask me what's the best beginner gun or what's the best gun to buy, K, C, nothing else.
Of course, right? That is definitely what you think.
Yeah. Forget about iPhone 15, okay? Forget about SpaceX. I love Space Shuttle. That's the best thing in the mankind. I don't care.
You are a clown. All right.
All right.
All right. Bye.
Yep, later. Honestly, I'm going to be real with you guys. I don't even know what an iPhone 1 even looks like.
iPhone 1 is old. Is that? Oh, hold on.
No, like, of course it's old. I just genuinely don't know what even that looks like, bro.
You know what an iPod Touch looks like?
Yes.
Think of that, but a little bit thicker.
Really? That's it?
Yeah, that's it.
Was it really small? That's what she said. Anyway.
Yeah, was that small? Yeah.
That's also what she said.
Oh, yeah.
All right, let's see. But yes, that was the topic for today, right? What is the best airsoft gun? When we intentionally left it vague for you guys to ponder a little bit as well, right? What do you mean? I guess it ultimately depends on what you mean by the best, right? Mm-hmm. What do you define as like the best, really? What do you think people mean when they ask that question? Or do you think it's way too vague for you to be specific?
Well, okay, so one thing that I got to say is best is subjective to you. Okay. Right? Best is subjective to you as your own person. What I might value, you might not, and vice versa. Now, what is the best airsoft gun is a question that I get a lot. I get so often, and I'm just like, dude, there isn't really. Me too. What? He would still whisper. Yeah, I was gonna ask if you get that question also, and yeah, it is actually one that's just asked so often, and it's usually because a lot of people just don't know. They just like, hey, what is considered the best airsoft gun? And again, that's subjective to everyone and their own opinions. One thing is like that could be phrased very differently. Like, hey, what's the best gun for rate of fire? What's the best gun for range and accuracy?
You can also ask the question, too, what's the best gun in terms of aesthetics, right? Like, there are some players, and I like to use this analogy a lot whenever I do my lives, because I get that question a lot, too. Virginia, that's actually another way of asking, basically, what's the best gun? He was asking, what is the best starter AR, please? I want to know.
Exactly.
There are many brands that you can go with, right? And we'll definitely be going into that as well, so just stay tuned. But, when it comes to the best gun in general, when people ask that, it could be very well someone asking, like, who's a World War II reenactor. Someone who's a World War II reenactor is more than likely looking for a World War II gun, right? They're looking for a replica of something that was used during that era. Something built nowadays, like an MGC4, as good of a performance as that it has, means nothing to someone that is trying to do more like imitation or impression kits. That means nothing to them, and for them, they're probably going to say that's like the worst option. It really depends, right? Yeah, it's kind of funny when we think about that. It's an extreme example, but it is valid, and it does hold weight in that argument.
Absolutely. So, like with this question in mind, I have to ask a question. I have to ask a few questions to try to answer this question, right? So if someone asks me what is the best airsoft gun, of course they're going to be asking for kind of two things, whether if there is one that is considered to be the best amongst like the world, or my personal opinion on which is the best airsoft gun. And again, my tastes, my likes in airsoft guns might not be like in line with your thoughts and ideas. And when someone typically asks what's the best airsoft gun, I'll ask them like, okay, well, what type of gun do you like? Do you like AK? Do you like M4? Do you like a G36? You know, are you like Isaiah's, like the FAL or an LMG? Like, what do you see yourself in? An MP5? Like a PCC? You know, who knows? Who knows, right? And then I gotta ask, what aesthetics do you like? Do you want modularity? Do you want something plain Jane? Do you want something that can be accessorized? Do you want things that can be upgraded or metal or polymer? And then I think it leads to the last question: what is your budget as well? That's probably the biggest factor in this, because depending on how much you're willing to invest into your airsoft gun will dictate what you can get at that specific price point.
I'd also say even like performance is also another thing. Like, what are your what are your expectations, right, for this airsoft gun that you're hoping to get, right? So to answer your question, Virginia Navajo, it depends. Like you're saying AR specifically, right? Okay, you've narrowed it down. That's one step, right? AR, you know, that's the type of platform you want to go with, right? I would say if you were looking for, and if we're just going by platforms only, if you're looking for modularity, right, and ease of customization and an aftermarket support in terms of volume of products that you have available, yes, I would say that going with the AR is the platform to go with for rifles. Now, if you wanted to take it a step further, you know, what brands, right, would you suggest? Well, even brands themselves can offer varying, models depending on your budget that you had in mind and what they offer, right? A $300 airsoft gun should, again, not all companies follow this, but should be offering more than there's like starter or beginner or budget-friendly lineup, right? Again, and people ask me my budget-friendly like brands, right? My normal I don't know about your three, but like my go-to three is usually going to be Lancer, Specna, because let's be real, it's basically the same shit. Lancer, Specna, I'm going to say Arcturus, and then if I had to tie it with like fourth place, it'd be Classic Army.
That's a solid 3. Honestly, if you're looking for like an entry level airsoft gun that's like really competitive and can grow with you, those are 4 companies, 3 technically, because the same OEM for Lancer and Specna. Those are ones that I would recommend any day of the week. But all 3 of those companies do offer higher end airsoft guns with better performance as well. So depending on which gun you get will depend on what it has. Like just Lancer Tactical alone, they have 4 or 5 different versions of the M4. There's the Gen 2. There's the hybrid, that is the polymer receiver with the metal rail. There's the Pro line, which is the all metal with the ETU. And then there is the Gen 3, which is polymer but design arms Nebula MOSFET. Yeah, I guess, yeah, the MGC4 could be another part of the line as well. That is a combination of the Gen 3 internals, better, and the full metal receivers, which again, better, has the Mayo Gang logo. But, yeah, just that one company alone. And then it has all 5 of those lines, right? And then within each of those lines has different platforms. Some are shorter, some are longer, some have M-LOK rail, some have key mod rail. Get rid of the key mod rail. Some have classic Picatinny, some are classic M4A1 carbine. It completely varies. And same thing with Classic Army. They have the Skirmish ECS. They have the Nemesis line. Arcturus, they have their full metal and their NY models, the polymer receiver line. It varies so much. Their
LWTs are like less than $200.
Oh, yeah, those are the all polymer ones.
Yeah, the all polymer builds, right? And even then, right, I don't know if you heard that, what he said, you know, when he was talking about the rails, like key mod rail, you know, get rid of the key mod rail. Yeah, that could be your opinion, right? That's a very strong opinion to have. But honestly, you could, I'm just going to play devil's advocate here. You could make the argument, hear me out, let me cook. You could make the argument that key mod is actually more convenient for players nowadays for one sole reason. Everyone wants M-LOK, and because everyone wants M-LOK accessories are going to be constantly selling out much faster and much easier, right? There's way more competition for it. So you could make the argument that if you get a key mod rail, right, or key mod handguard for your airsoft gun, if it doesn't already have one, you'll have way more options in terms of accessories, because no one's really competing for the key mod stuff. It's all there. It's the same product. It's just a matter of what mounting system.
That's true. I mean, here's the thing. I knock on key mod a lot, but
Same.
I still like key mod. I have, yeah, there's
So sad.
No, I still have my SPR build that has the Mad Bull PWS key mod rail. Still love that gun. But yeah, it all just I think, you know, going into aesthetics, that's one of those things that could dictate what you like. Do you prefer key mod or M-Lock or standard Picatinny, or is there some other type of modular rail that you like as well?
SMR. No,
yeah,
I prefer Picatinny all the way through. I'm old like that.
Yeah. The Daniel Defense MFR. There's the Troy Industries TRX style. I believe they have M-Lock versions of their rails now. Also, there's so many different things. Before Keymod and M-Lock were kind of standardized in like the firearms and airsoft world. A bunch of different manufacturers tried to come out with their own modular rail system that all used a different platform. But at the end of the day, they had the same goal in mind of reducing the weight of the rail so it's lighter for you to use, but still being able to add the accessories that you want or need to be effective.
No, like there was a time, right, when if you like look back, like what was it, like I want to say mid 2000s, maybe up from there, maybe like early 2010s, right, where you would just see like every single company coming out with their own version of like some type of rail system, right? Everyone was literally just throwing shit at the wall, seeing what would stick, right? Like whatever's gonna work, right? And there's so many different rails. It's hilarious because you can still find a lot of stuff. We even sell a lot of like the older rail systems out there. I remember like Mad Bull like would have pretty much every rail system under the sun at one point, right?
Oh yeah.
Before we continue, there actually were a few questions that I actually got in here. Lisa, anything for what deals are going on for the Mayo Gang meet? For those that don't know, the Mayo Gang meet is happening this Saturday, September 23rd, 11 a.m. to 7 p.m. So make sure that you guys are there. We're gonna have some of the members of the local community coming out and selling their own stuff for the swap meet. We are having some doorbuster deals, some sales as well, a live session of Roast My Build, and we'll even have food there. But what sort of deals can they expect?
Super Gucci sales that are only exclusive in store. We can't, especially me. I can't tell you exactly what's going to happen, but let me tell you something. When I say these discounts are going to be crazy, you gotta be here. You definitely gotta be here. It's going to be super freaking cool.
Absolutely. Honestly, I was kind of figuring that was going to be the case. We can't disclose that. You got to be here, man. It's an exclusive deal only. Right? Let's keep scrolling up. I know there's another question we had here. Thoughts on the SR25 APC E2 by G&G? This one comes from Angelo. Angelo, that is a very good question. I like the SR25 APC. I think it's a very clean-looking 308 style build. I think it looks dope. I do like that it comes included with the G2 gearbox. G2 gearbox is definitely yeah, we'll pull it up right now. There you go. It's 25. I think it's dope, right? I think they come included with a lot of cool features. I think it's clean, right? It doesn't really need a whole lot to look cool. Now, is it my favorite? You know what's I think I told you, Jazz actually thought that was real.
Oh, really?
Yeah, she thought the cat that was like playing the keyboard. She's like, I just thought it was a really talented cat.
That's hilarious.
But no, yeah, like it's cool. Is it my favorite SR25 on the market though? I'm gonna be honest, it's not. It's not my favorite. I'm definitely more partial. I mean, granted, with that Shocker deal going on, I'm just saying, right? That's. But I would have to say, if I had to go SR25, my favorite's still the Classic Army. You?
So let me. Yes, we got your back. Thank you for the pop-up. The Classic Army SR25 right there is a little bit cheaper. So someone asked me about this on Monday as well. I do love both airsoft guns, and I talk about the pros and cons of both. With the Classic Army SR25, it has a longer piston and cylinder compression set, so you can match the air volume of your inner barrel, so you can use a longer inner barrel more effectively than you would be with the G&G SR25. Not just the new APC E2, but the older SR25 as well. That's something that really hindered the G&G SR25 platform. Not saying that the G&G SR25 isn't dope. It actually is. But especially at the price points that both SR25s at, the Classic Army SR25 is also on a daily shocker deal for $360 versus the G&G SR25 that's $386 and some change. Both are still fantastic deals. You're getting huge savings on either one of them. But if your goal is to be a DMR, again, the SR25, because the larger compression set, you can utilize longer inner barrels more effectively and become more effective as a DMR player.
Yeah. No, honestly, I just also the aesthetics as well. I just feel like I like this more traditional like M110 setup. If you were looking for again like to do more like impression kits, right? Maybe some like early 2000s like shit, right? Like if you were trying to put together that Chris Kyle loadout, remember? I don't know if you remember watching oh my god, what was that movie? American Sniper.
Yeah.
Honestly, that was like one of my favorite parts. Still to this day, I will watch that movie just looking at all their loadouts and their like guns and stuff, and I'm like, man, this is cool. This is cool as fuck. I know it's old, but I don't give a fuck. I love classic shit.
Let me tell you something. Back in the day, I'd say between like 2012 to 2016, there were two types of people that wanted to do DMRs in Airsoft. There was the Chris Kyle American Sniper, or the Lone Survivor Mark 12.
Oh, you mean like the SPR?
Yeah.
Were you the SPR guy?
I did both.
Oh yeah. I mean, okay. I mean, like, not to like bring up too many bad things, but at least your SR or your not your SR25. At least your SPR is still here.
Yeah, that's facts. My SPR is still here. Thank goodness on that. I still have a handful of airsoft guns, which I'm very grateful for. But this motherfucker is gonna die. I can't say that.
Oh, did you find him?
No.
Ah, fuck. No. I was about to, dude, like, tell me. I will help you curb stomp this guy. Like, I'll literally put his teeth on the concrete and just, you know? You know when you, like, squash a watermelon? Like,
You are hilarious.
that's his head.
And
And
thighs? What?
what? I mean, hey, yo. I mean, hey. You know, we live stream it, honestly.
No.
Hey, yo, guys, what's up? It's Cisco at Airsoft GI, and I'm right here with the guy who robbed me. I'm about to murder this son of a bitch.
No. Okay.
I'd watch that.
Okay. So, getting back on topic, Isaiah.
Yes.
Is this cord like? Okay.
It's very long.
No, yeah. Getting back on, okay, on topic, Isaiah, what criteria do you look at when you are looking for the best airsoft gun, or what criteria do you think is more valuable for you when picking an airsoft gun for yourself?
The biggest thing for me that, like, at the end of the day, right, because I'm the guy that likes to collect all the different unique platforms, right? I don't really care if there's as much of an aftermarket support for it. If I'm going to recommend something to anyone at all, right? If I don't know anything else about that person, what their interests are, they're just like, hey, what's the best airsoft gun? Just what's the best, right? I'm looking at reliability. I'm looking at parts compatibility, like an aftermarket support, and that also includes magazines.
Yep.
And how easy is it to customize and build out, right? Those are like the three biggest things: customization, aftermarket support, in terms of like accessories and magazines, right, internal parts, and then also reliability. How does it perform and shoot out of the box, right? Granted, you can prioritize any of these as much as you'd like, but those are generally the three biggest things that I usually tell people to look for. If I'm going to recommend something for someone, those are the three biggest factors that I look at for an airsoft gun, right? Which is why, again, going back to my examples, right, Spectrum Arms, Classic Army, Arcturus, even like Lancer, I would say, all the freaking Spectrum and Lancer, base same shit. When I recommend those, it's because, again, they're easy to upgrade, easy to find parts for. Magazines are going to be fucking everywhere. Like, you can get them, like, we sell fuck tons of magazines for them that are going to be compatible with it, right? And as far as the customization, it's an AR. It is literally an AR. You can literally do whatever you want to it, right? That's the biggest reasons why I recommend them to people. But again, it really depends on what sort of search criteria they're looking for and that what they're interested in, right? Because if they're saying, hey, I'm looking for the best airsoft gun for doing a Milsim event. I'm looking for the best airsoft gun for doing specifically a Russian kit, right? I'm looking for the best airsoft gun because for long-range style play. I'm looking for the best airsoft gun for playing indoors, right? Like, these are all big things that will greatly differentiate what type of answers you give to someone and that you would recommend. Because again, a lot of the guns that you and I like, might be cool, it might be great, but if that's not within that person's like scope of what they hope to achieve with that airsoft gun, what's the point?
I agree to that. So, when I personally look at an airsoft gun, just speaking for myself, yeah, with you liking very, I don't want to say niche, but more unique airsoft guns, it is a little bit more difficult for you because there isn't as much variety out there between like a specific model, right? Like the FAL, how many companies make the FAL?
There's still a few that do, but it's like not as many for sure. And it's just like there's not a whole lot of deviations between those models. It's like short barrel, long barrel, that's it.
Yeah, I get that. So for me, when I'm looking at an airsoft gun for myself, obviously I'm looking at an M4, right? These are things that I want to see out of an airsoft gun. Upgradability is probably one of the biggest things. I like to build my airsoft guns. I want to know that it's standard version 2 compatible, and if anything breaks, I will be able to repair it. That's probably the biggest thing I look at first for me, no matter what the internals are. Okay, so if I know something is a little bit more proprietary, depending on what it is, that could hinder my opinion on it. If something is proprietary, I look for how good that particular thing is. Like for the Classic Army ECS trigger, even though that's proprietary to the gearbox, it's actually still a really Gucci MOSFET out of the box, and has programmability, has active braking, the trigger response, and rate of fire being paired with the motor out of the box, knowing that you can install an aftermarket motor as well, and get it to perform even better, is really good in my opinion. So upgradability is the first thing I look at, and then I look at the raw performance of the airsoft gun. What's the consistency in FPS? I mean, with manufactured airsoft guns, something that comes from the factory, I keep my standard kind of low. I'll look for like a 10 FPS variable. I would consider decent. If it's better than that, great. I may go down to like a 15 FPS variable. Honestly, if that's the thing, I'm like, other particular things of the gun have to sell me on it, because I think 15 variable is crazy. That's a you could drop 30 FPS. That's actually really nutty. So yeah, 10 is honestly pushing it for me, but I'll accept that. And then what's the trigger response? What's the rate of fire? Can it handle an 11-1 LiPo? Does it have some type of MOSFET or ETU? Is it programmable? Does it have active braking? Those are other questions that I will typically look for as well, especially with the standard of airsoft nowadays. Companies coming out with guns that have ETUs out of the box that are actually really good, especially at their specific price points. Like I mentioned earlier, Classic Army has the ECS trigger. That one's great. There's also the Lancer Tactical Pro Line and Hybrid ETU. That one's actually pretty good as well. Though the Gucciest one I think that you can get from a manufacturer is going to be the Zyarms Nebula MOSFET. And then there are companies that are stepping their game up as well, like Specna Arms and some other companies that are including aftermarket MOSFETs. Specna Arms using like the Gate Aster MOSFET, right? Even Elite Force, they have the Aster going into the M110, the HK M110 A1, right? So those are other things that I look for as well. Also, I would say features that make the gun easy to take down as well, specifically a quick change spring system. If you have ever built a gearbox that does not have a quick change spring system, I have suffered the same. We have suffered the same, okay? Having a quick change... Brendan over there is laughing because he knows the pain of having to build a gearbox without a quick change spring system. You had a DSG in a G&G ARP9 gearbox. No quick change spring system, G&G. Where's it at? Hurry up. I know it's in the G2. Put it in the combat machines.
Something dollars for your polymer stuff. Where's the quick change?
Where's it at though? But yeah, something like that, especially if you are a gun builder, can make your life so much easier. Having to install, already trying to finesse the gears into the specific placement so it'll slide into the bearings or bushings easily, and lining it up with the cylinder head and the tappet plate and the anti-reversal latch. That's already a pain in the ass. And then you have to put the spring guide in the spring and hold that into place while you're putting everything else together. Oh, it's a nightmare. So things of ease of use for the player, for the end user, is something that I look for as well. And then after like the internal performance and stuff and features, then I look for the build quality of the gun itself, the externals. Is it polymer? Is it metal? If it's metal, what's the paint quality like? What's the receiver look like? Is it pot metal? Is it actually something nicer? the receiver style. Is it a traditional Ford style, or is it a billet style receiver? You know, those things here and there will help dictate the purchase for me, or choosing an airsoft gun. But it's not the end all be all. The main thing that I look for in the airsoft gun is going to be its performance, because let's be real, they all shoot 6mm BBs, and some of them shoot better than others.
No, yeah, it's true. It's true. Like the performance between airsoft guns can vary, right? I don't know. Maybe I'm just like, I'm so scarred by what happened, like when I first started getting into airsoft, that I feel like my standards might. I don't know if I think my standards are where they should be, right, realistically, but I guess to some people my standards might be a little low. I just want, does the hop up like effectively hop the BBs, right? Yep. Am I getting decent range out of the airsoft gun? Does it shoot when I pull the trigger, right? These are all the things that I mainly care about, really, at the end of the day. And I'll play. You've seen, I'll play with pretty much everything, right? Oh, yeah. I'll play with pretty much anything out there that exists. Maybe just my standards are just way too low, because honestly, if I get given anyone, like, I'd like to think like Christmas gift, right? If anyone were to give me even like, you know, the most basic Specna Lancer Arcturus gun, honestly, if I was gifted that, I would be very, very happy. Oh, yeah. Like 100%, I'd be thoroughly happy, because I know I can do so much with any of those guns, right? Maybe, I don't know, what do you think? Maybe, are my standards too low?
No, I mean, honestly, if you get gifted an airsoft gun, you should be grateful that you have friends and family that'll do that for you.
That's true.
Be grateful for that, okay? Count your blessings, okay? Well, actually, I remember, I don't know if you remember this, Isaiah, but one year for Christmas, I gave you a stripped down combat machine. So it was the gearbox, the upper and lower receiver. I think it had the pistol grip on it. With the motor, with like the OEM motor. It was completely stock, but I was like, here, I want you to use this to build out your airsoft gun. Do you remember that?
I still have it. It's displayed on the front.
Do you know what it's in?
It's in my M16 right now. That is my full length.
Oh, I thought it was in your 416.
No, actually, I thought I was at first, but I'm like, you know what? Let me swap it out for another one. I want to save this gearbox for something else, okay. Right? So I put that into it. It did serve in the 416 for a little while. It was in the 416 for a little while, but then I took it out. I have another combat machine gearbox in there, but I have the one you gave me is actually inside my M16A. I'm hoping to make it an A4, but yeah, it's in my A4 right now.
Oh, okay. Yeah, so like when I gave that to you, I remember we were talking, your collection wasn't as large. Let me call the boss man really quick. And I was like, okay, like you expressed how you wanted to build an airsoft gun for yourself. So I was like, you know what? I have this spare one. Let me give it to my boy. But it looks like the boss man wants to give us a holler really quick. So let me call him back really quick.
Yep.
What the hell? Yes. Why you guys call me now? I said 5-10 minutes.
Oh, okay. She told me to call you right now.
No, it's the pain in the ass when you type anything right now. Okay.
Oh, okay.
You know what I mean?
Okay.
But, I'm just listening to what you were saying. This is my 2 cents. Do you mind?
Yeah, no, go for it.
Okay. So you're talking about performance. You're talking about specs, right?
Mm-hmm.
That can actually be falsified too. That can actually be falsified too. What do I mean by that? Each gear ratio has to match with certain gear set for max performance. I'm talking about max performance. Okay? Something like, I'll throw something out there. Cyma Platinums.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? Some has 13-to-1 gear sets. Okay? Not all of them, I heard.
Yeah.
Not all of them. Right? Like the Echo ones don't, and some of their models don't. But they don't put in a motor that actually matches with that gear set, and they don't use the same spring to match that gear set.
Yeah.
Okay? So if something 13-to-1, if you put with, I mean, Brandon's there, he can even vouch this. For something 13-to-1, if you put the appropriate spring, appropriate motors on it, 28 BBs per second, that means you're not doing the guns right. You guys kind of understand what I'm saying?
I understand what you're saying, but depending on the specific build, it can definitely vary, for sure. So
Right. So what I'm trying to say is, when people buying the gun, let's say for Cyma Platinum, they see, 13-to-1 gear ratio. Oh my God, I'm gonna have dope rate of fire.
yeah,
Yeah, you do, but you're not having the max rate of fire on that particular gun. Just
Okay.
let's say if I sell you a car, that the performance, I sell you a rocket car, okay, a rocket engine car. This was go Mach 1, but because safety reasons or whatever, I throttle it that you can barely hit 550 miles per hour. You kind
yeah,
of understand what I'm saying?
of course.
So the spec and your performance can also be lying to you. That's what I'm trying to say.
Oh yeah. Well, when I am talking about it, I'm talking about the actual performance from the gun itself, not what's on paper.
Okay, so I hope everyone understands that. I'm not trying to knock on Cyma. The reason why they have to throttle it back is if they make the gun with 13-to-1 and appropriate motor and springs, you might be pushing at 33, 35.
Yep.
And guns will break all the time.
Mm-hmm. I mean, they did have that problem when it was first released.
Yeah.
Which is why they throttled back.
No, well, even if when they throttle it back, right, you're still gonna have certain issues that arouse because,
yeah.
you know. So for spec, I hope everyone understand that.
No, of
You
course.
know, it's just like if I show you a dope ass gaming computer, but I give you, onboard video card. That's not gonna work.
No,
Yeah,
of
of
course
course.
not.
Yep.
Well,
Exactly.
I don't know. I don't know about now. I don't know how onboard video card works now. They used to be one of the most terrible things anyways. You guys understand what I'm saying, right?
Yep.
Of course.
Do they still have that?
I mean, probably in not for gaming.
Yeah,
like
not for-
built
yeah.
gaming PCs, but I do think
Yeah.
they still have it for like smaller budget computers.
Old Chromebooks.
All right.
Yeah.
So on that, performance can be other stuff that we can all argue too. So in a way, the way I see it is that we have to take what's popular out there and we average it out. Because I'll be honest with you, let's be real right here, okay? Let's say if we take an MCC4, MK2, not MK1, MK2, the one with 450 millimeter unicorn barrels in there,
Mm-hmm.
it can outshoot almost any stock guns out there.
Oh yeah.
No, of
absolutely.
course. Yeah.
Okay, but do you consider that as an upgrade gun or a stock gun,
No, I'd say it's upgraded.
Personally, I would.
or barely upgraded?
I mean, I would say the inner barrel is a huge upgrade.
Like, even though it's an easy upgrade, it's still an upgrade nonetheless.
Yeah, especially with the quality of the part itself being installed. I think it's a pretty good upgrade.
But you can literally buy that on Airsoft GI's website, almost just like a stock gun.
Oh yeah, because we do the assembly for you.
Yeah.
Right? So if we take stuff like that, because some people can be like, oh, if I go to Umbrella Armory, I bought a $1,500 stock gun.
I mean, the same could be said about our Typhoon as well.
Correct. Right? So we can't really take those extremes, right? But I'm going to tell you, if we're going to go by, okay, it's easy to build, all right? Like what we just talked about, the MK2 Performance Plus. 450 millimeter, you can already shoot about 22 to 24 BBs per second. Depends on what kind of battery C output you have. You know that gear set's going to last because it's CNC wire, steel wire cut gear sets. And by the way, you can no longer call MGC4 have Gen 3 internal. No. It actually have Gen 4 internal.
Is it Oh yeah, what we talked about before. So
No, because by next year you'll see this model.
yeah, of course. From Lancer. Oh, I don't know if you got to hear about
I
that,
didn't get to
guess.
hear about this.
Yeah, so they're going to be releasing the line of technically Gen 4, so full metal ARs with the same internals from the MGC4.
Oh, all right.
Yeah, so Gen 3 has different gear set. You know, it has different air nozzles and all that kind of stuff. So yeah, when you buy the Gen 4, when you buy the MGC4, you are literally buying the latest model out there.
Yep.
Okay. So when you talk about performance, there are other 18-1 gear set guns out there too. Let's say the Classic Army Nemesis. Okay.
Oh yeah.
The Classic Army Nemesis do have a better motor in there, a much better. That's why they're more expensive, right? However, this is where your other argument comes in. Is it easy to, let's say, if you get tired of this, you want to upgrade it, or something break, can you fix it? Okay, it's very unfortunate on Classic Army. They have proprietary gearbox.
Yeah.
Okay, on the MGC4, you don't have that issue. You understand what I'm saying now?
No, of course. Yeah, there's a trade-off.
Yeah, but you know, that's what people have to argue what's the best or what's not best. To be honest with you, if you take all this, I'm trying to be as reasonable as possible, okay? Like what Cisco is trying to say. You know, he look at the value, meaning dollar per whatever CPI, meaning dollar per stuff you're going to be getting, right? Are you getting a full metal gun? Are you getting something that's going to perform well? Are you going to get something that has a very good spec? See, again, spec is averaged out, okay? Let's take out the crazy guns, right?
Yep.
And then let's look at the specification on the internals. Are they mashing out well? Meaning, we're not putting in, 13-1 and having a shoot barely at, let's say, 25 BBs, 26 BBs per second. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes, of course.
Yeah. So, if we were to build something with a 13-1, I'm gonna let it shoot around 33, 35 BBs per second and it won't break, which is very, very hard. That's why no factory will take on that job.
Yep.
You know, Umbrella Armory is not a factory.
No. Yeah, they are a custom shop.
Yeah, so there's a big difference on it. And when you buy a $200-300 thing that says Umbrella Armory Corp on it, that's not Umbrella Armory gun.
No, yeah, that's the SEMA Platinum receiver, isn't it?
I don't know, but
Yeah.
I'm just trying to let you know that's how people. What I'm trying to say is that's how people try to manipulate spec name to advertise.
Yeah, of course.
That's what my whole 2 cent. My whole point is, you can tell me it has 13-1, but you're not pushing it. Just like if I buy a 700 horsepower car and you told me it won't go to 200 miles per hour, I'm gonna question it.
Yep, exactly.
You know, can you remove the governor? Or, oh no, you can't because it's gonna blow up the fucking engine or whatever. Right? You kind of understand what I'm saying?
Well, of course, yes.
So, what is the best gun? You really have to be not just looking at, oh, this has a great rate of fire, but how did it achieve that rate of fire? Okay? Is it by the battery? Is it by the gear set? Is it by... Because when I was looking at the Simon Platinum description on it, it says 18 to 28 BBs per second, depends on what kind of battery you put in.
Okay, all right. Yeah, they fucking probably, for the max, they probably stuck like a 14.4 volt LiPo in there. It's stupid.
So, what I'm trying to say is you have to look at those things. You have to look at what this gun is giving you, right? For example, we want to compare, let's say, what's really popular out there besides Lancer, Spectre arms, right? $399. You're getting the gate Uster in there, right?
Yep.
You're getting. I don't believe their gear set is the same. I believe their gear set is the same as any other guns. They did not upgrade that. Am I correct?
I believe they're the
That's
standard
actually-
18 ones.
Yeah, there should be standard 18 to ones.
No, standard, but they're not the wire cut ones,
No, not wire cut.
right? So, please, when you guys shop and all that kind of stuff, you kind of have to know what you're getting into. You know, some people are like, oh man, I love the spec of this. I love the performance of it. What exactly are you trying to get at? You know, what's the performance? If you only love 23 BBs per second, then there's certain class of gun that will match that. If you love 35 BBs per second, 50 BBs per second, I don't think there's any stock guns can match that.
Yeah.
Not that I can think of.
I mean, like a Polar Star.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah. Or can NTW shoot that fast?
Which one?
MTW.
Yes. Oh, not 50 from what I've seen. With their premium electronics, I've seen it get up to like between the 35 to 40-ish rounds per second range.
So there's another issue right here, guys. What kind of engine are we talking about? Are we talking about HPA? Are we talking about, GBB? Or are we talking about AG?
Yep.
Right? But I know you guys, we're just talking about AG right here. So at the end, I'm going to sum up my thing. Don't just look at how the spec is telling you, meaning the specification spec sheet. Oh, it has rotary hop up. It has, whatever. You have to see how well everything meshed together.
Yep.
Right? It's just kind of like when you buy, again, going back to the gaming computer. If you buy a dope game computer that has a very good processor, but the video cards suck ass, you're still not gonna get your kills.
That's true.
Right? So I just wanted to let everybody know, don't be fooled by the specification.
Yeah. Well, I mean, yeah, you have to know what you're looking at. Like when we talk about specs in an airsoft gun, we're letting you know to keep those things in mind. And then when, especially when we do like our overviews on our YouTube channel, where we do the shooting test as well, we show you the raw performance. We talk about the BBs we use. We talk about the type of battery we use. So you could replicate that test to see if you get similar results.
AKA, you're too honest.
Hey, we tell it the way it is.
No such thing.
Why don't you, ask the chat, man? Imagine you just overhype something, like sensationalize it, That's how people roll nowadays.
Nah.
Maybe that's why we're so small now.
Nah. I'd rather be small and have good values and be able to sleep with myself, knowing that I'm not lying to everybody at the end of the day.
Right, so guys, ask the audience and all that kind of stuff. See what do they think their best gun is. I don't know. You guys haven't told me what is your best gun yet. I'll be honest with you.
Because we were getting to it.
All right. So let me sum it up. For me, if you're not talking about any engine or any rules, any type of anything, okay? I will take the Wolverine MTW.
Hey, that's a
good pick.
That's a solid pick. That is a very solid pick. It's a durable airsoft gun that's accurate, that you can tune, that it's built to like hit the field running.
Right? If money is not an issue.
Yeah,
money's not an
Care
issue.
about the line and all that kind of stuff.
Yep.
Now, if you talk about, all right, so if we average it out, all right, if you just average it out, I would actually take the MG4 MK2 over the MK1 because, I know some girls say size don't matter. Length don't matter. But in airsoft fields, it actually does.
Oh, yes.
That extra whatever inch that you're gonna get on it, you can actually put in a longer inner barrel in there that you're gonna gain 5 to 10 yards on your opponent. Okay? So in airsoft, size, length do matter.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
I think that's the best gun. Why? It has the best overall average performance. It has a good specs. The specification is right there. It has, all those things that we recommended. It has all the things that we see what airsofters want to put in there, and we got them in there. And it's not a bad looker. I'm not saying it's freaking too much in my age. I don't know, Cindy Crawford, I guess. I don't know.
You comparing these to real people?
No, I'm trying to say is this gun, I would say is not, your 1Z, 2Z best looking girl out there, but it's up there.
Yeah.
That's my opinion.
I get that.
Some people will be like, nah, I like the short guns, I like whatever's. But again, that's my opinion. That's me. If you're telling me money don't matter, whatever, engine, whatever, don't care, you don't care about any of that, MTW, because I do believe with MTW and you upgrade it with unicorn barrel, it may even outshoot the NWS.
Yeah, don't get me wrong.
I can see it. I believe that.
We should do that test.
Yeah.
That's another short idea. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we could do that for sure. Especially because with the HPA system, air volume isn't as much of an issue. You can tune it to the barrel that you are using without having to do any extra upgrades. You literally just adjust the dwell on it. Like, you can easily get it super accurate.
All right, that's my 2 cents, and I mean, if I don't say anything, I feel like I'm useless in this company.
You clown. No,
I haven't been at work for a while.
No, we appreciate it.
No, of course. We appreciate you putting in your 2 cents.
All right, see you later.
All right.
Yep,
bye.
later. That is a solid pick, though. Like, MTW, like, I'd have to pick, like, out of all the HPA engines out there, the MTW, like, setup overall, right? Because he's using the Inferno, right?
Yes. Inferno Gen 2, and like, the receiver is made for the
Bruh.
system.
Have you guys seen those promotional videos for the, like, MTW? It's insane, right? Like, literally, mans just take the receiver, fucking chucks it against the other side of the room, makes a bah, 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 and the gun's like, yeah, no, it's completely fine.
Yeah, it's actually really nutty. And I've gotten to play with it before, and they are crazy. Like, I already like the Wolverine system on just how simple it is to use and adjust and get it to shoot super dope. But the MTW itself, again, was made with the idea of, like, hey, this can go through the ringer and back. Absolutely. But like what the boss man said, depending on the system that you're using, like if we're talking strictly HPA, what else is out there? There's the Polar Star, and just with the Polar Star, there's the Fusion engine, there's the Jack, the F1, the F2, the Kythera, and then Gate now has their own, I think it's called the Pulsar HPA system. There's that. If you look at other, like, older companies that I'm not sure still exist anymore, Redline used to make an HPA system. There are a few other companies that made a very similar system as well. Even Valken had an HPA system. That's probably the only one I won't recommend. There's a reason why they don't exist anymore. Anyways.
Dominic R is asking us, yes, is the MGC4 Mark 1 in stock at the Walnut store? We are working on getting the Mark 1s in store.
Yeah.
We should be getting them in this week. So Dominic R, just if you want to swing by, I would say, hell yeah, definitely swing by. They're not available, like, as of today, but in the next few business days, they should be available, like, in the walk store. We should be getting them before Saturday, actually. They should be here by Saturday.
Actually, it might have already arrived. I know we got a delivery today.
I spoke too soon. Yeah. There you go, Dominic R. I would say hurry while you can.
Yeah, I mean, if anything, if you want to pick one up, you can order online, set it to will call, and it'll just be ready for you to pick up, and we'll send you a notification when it is ready to pick up. I mean, I do know the excitement of going into the store and getting your airsoft gun right then and there. It's all,
of course.
Absolutely one of the best feelings in the world. So you can still secure yours. And honestly, with how little there are left, I would recommend securing it online and just setting it to a will call, and then you can take advantage of coupon code 20th. I'm just saying.
All right, so now that's actually a very good question, because Bossman was talking about, like, if money was an object, what would he pick, and then also if money was a concern as well. Okay, in your entire collection, right? If we're not going based off of any search criteria, I'm curious to see what you say, right? Out of all your collection that you have / had, right? What was and or is the best airsoft gun? Like no criteria, just first thing that comes to mind. What is the best airsoft gun in your collection?
Oh man, there isn't. When you said that, not one gun popped up. Like, not one single gun popped up. Like there were, like multiple came to mind.
Okay.
Like I had to like go through it. So, depending on the airsoft guns that I have / had, there a lot of them were built with different things in mind. So, like even though I build a lot of my airsoft guns the same with like a short dot built for long range, yada yada, a lot of them were very different. I did have CQB guns. I had basic rifleman guns. I had my DMRs / SPRs, and some were more for the experience, like my KWA ERGs, my Tokyo MWS, or not MWS, NGRS, the next gen recoil shock. Those were mainly, and like my gas blowback rifles, those are all for an elevated shooting experience on the field and off the field, just target shooting and stuff. But when it came to just performance, like straight accuracy, range, like maxed performance, trigger response, rate of fire, I think it would have to be a tie between it's a close tie between 4 different guns. My MGC4, which I still have, thank God, that was recently built. My 416, rest in peace. My John Wick-ish gun, and my SPR from VFC. My John Wick gun and my SPR that I did in my original BB Wars Tactical Gearheads. Both of those were VFC guns, but they were built very differently. My SPR was shooting around 430, 450 FPS. I had the Perrin V2 MOSFET, not the hybrid. It was the original one, installed in there, and I had it semi-locked, so that one was a pure like SPR DMR long range gun. And then my John Wick gun, that was like probably like a really like pushing the limits to a build that I could do at that current time. So that one was shooting around 400 FPS, but our hopper barrel, at the time Unicorn wasn't a thing, so it was a Promi barrel. I did, I think, a 13-1 gear set, a Action Army, or a Tinley 40K, 3540K motor. I think I said the Gate Titan. That was just trying to see the like what could I absolutely max out in terms of performance. My 416, I was going for more trigger response and rate of fire, but I think the trigger response in it, or the rate of fire, did end up turning out well because I think I put a 25K motor in it. And then my MGC4, it was all about trigger response still. I took that through and through. That one has a 14-1 gear set with a 25K motor. The rate of fire with an 11-1, it's okay. Honestly, it's a little bit better than the original MGC4 with the 19K motor and the 81 gear set. But the trigger response is nutty. Out of all the airsoft guns that I own, it would be a tie between those 4 specifically, just in terms of performance.
That's okay. So like, I was like, man, you got like so many different like factors. And I was just curious to see like knee-jerk reaction. What would like your first like instinct say? Like, what's your best gun, right? Yeah. But again, it was just entirely up to like what came in your head, not even based off any criteria. For me, if someone were to ask me like, what's my best airsoft guns? That's a tough one too. Not favorite. I have to say best, right? But I would have to say the 249 that I have, my Mark 46, is definitely up there. My saw is definitely up there for one particular reason. No matter how beat the fuck up this gun gets, no matter how much damage that thing sustains, it will always find a way to keep shooting. It will always find a way to keep working electrically and keep slinging BBs, right? And I have put that gun through the ringer, right? Like, I have literally taken that to so many Milsim West events, right? Like, when I started going to Milsim West, that gun was with me the entire journey, right? I have built my entire Milsim career off of that 249, right? That thing has been with me this whole time, right? I've only gone maybe 1/2 events, maybe. I would say one event. I've only gone one event where I actually didn't bring it at all, right?
Okay.
It's only one.
I didn't hear about this event because every time you told me.
I did. It was when we first started doing the live streams together. When I would just call in on you, and I told you this is the one time that I went as a DMR.
And you used your scar.
Use my scar.
Okay, yeah, you did tell me about that.
Which the scar is honestly probably my other best airsoft gun, right? My Scar H is probably my second best. I think maybe objectively it's the best built airsoft gun in terms of upgrades, just because like that thing has been completely done up. Like that scar has been completely done up from the inside out, right?
Must be nice.
I'm sorry.
It must be real nice having a built out DMR, huh? It must be real nice. I'm gonna use mine yet. The fuck.
I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I feel like I struck a nerve. I struck a nerve there. But no, like that one is super fun to play with, right? And if I want to go DMR, I have that option, right? I think it's definitely, out of all the guns that I have, that's the most internally built out that I own, right? And then third, honestly, just because it means so much to me.
Wait. So first was
249.
249. Second,
Scar Age.
Okay.
And then probably the third, just because it means so much to me, that this was like, gifted to me. It's probably my NGRS.
Oh, Will gave that to you.
Yeah, you gave it for me on my birthday.
That's so sick.
That was like, I genuinely was about to cry. I was like shocked. I was like, dude, you did not just spend.
He built it out for you, didn't he?
It was used when he bought it, but he spent some of his own personal money building it out as well.
Well, he bought the gun, right?
He bought the gun like used. Like apparently he was like, yeah, it didn't even work, bro, when I bought it.
Oh, that's hilarious.
But he bought it used, got it on a deal, and then he spent the money, like his own personal money, to build it out. Right? He built that thing out like to the nines.
Homie. Well, shout out to you, my man. Don't ever change.
Never change. All right, but let's see. I'm pretty sure there was some. What are some of your guys? That's another question too. Bossman proposed a question earlier. But what are some of your guys' favorite builds in your collection? Right. What is your best gun that you guys have in your collection, or what do you think is the best gun in your opinion? Right.
Yeah, I would actually like to know your personal opinions as well on what you think is the best airsoft gun, whether you own it or not. Let me know what you think. But before we answer some questions from the chat, I do got to say, we've had a promo going on during this live stream. Every $50 spent will get you 5 chances to win tomorrow's shopping spree giveaway. So if you happen to spend $50, 5 chances. Spend $100, 10 chances. $1,000. 100 chances to win. That's in addition into getting the best discounts and deals at airsoftchat.com. And let's say you're coming up a little short on your purchase. Maybe you are just picking up a few bags of BBs and a couple cans of green gas, and maybe you turn up to about $45, right? Maybe you get to about $45. You could pick up the Mayo Gang Mystery Swag Pack, available right now. If you guys didn't see it, they're only $5. You're guaranteed some Gucci Mayo Gang swag, but you'll have a chance to win a $450 SIG MCX. My goodness. I'll get the marketing picture of with Boaz. With Bone Waz. Look at that. Look at this dude. This whole dudes. Look at this man. With the pit vipers. Yeah. Yeah, well, look at this distinguished gentleman. Yes. Yeah, you could win the SIG MCX for only $5 hairs. And guess what, guys? If you just want to pick up the swag pack by itself, you can get a chance to win. But if you pick up 4 of those, you can get 4 chances to win the MCX, but also enter the next shopping spree giveaway. Again, going down tomorrow.
Yeah, I think we're down to. Have we sold out yet of the silver?
I don't know. Let's see.
Guys, we have, one left? We have one left of the silver 20th anniversary mystery box, only going for $145. Again, orders for this gets you 10 entries into tomorrow's giveaway. And on top of that, you can win something amazing. Again, look at this prize list. It is absolutely insane. Definitely, I would believe that some people would say that some of the guns on here are the best airsoft guns. Right? I would 100% believe that. But again, let us know in the live chat what you guys think. And remember, mystery box is available. It's right there. It is right there, ready for you guys to go ahead and take up one last one. Place that order. Let's see if we can sell out before the end of the live stream.
Yeah, let's do it. Now let's get into some of these questions, shall we?
One of the things that someone was asking was, LeafsFan8034 was asking, how can I get a booth? Very easy. DM us directly, Instagram, Facebook, or Discord. Let us know that you want to reserve a booth for yourself. And
I think we gotta reiterate what he's talking about.
or for those guys that don't know what he's talking about, we have this coming this Saturday. Our Mayo Gang meet, swap meet booths are going to be available. So if you guys want to go ahead and reserve a spot for yourself to go ahead and be like a vendor, essentially, DM us directly, Instagram, Facebook, or a Discord server. Let us know. As far as just when to show up, I would say 30 minutes before the event. So we open up at 11, so show up at like 10:30. Try to save yourself a spot. I would recommend that you bring a table. I would recommend that you bring a chair, or maybe if you can't, a canopy as well. Selling out the trunk of your car, probably not. Honestly, Leafs fan, I would say just get a table, get a chair, and if you can, bring like an easy up or like a canopy of some kind, because it is going to be in the middle of the day, so the sun is definitely still a thing. But we're going to have doorbuster deals. Doorbuster deals in addition to some in-store exclusive sales, a live session of Roast My Build. So if you guys really want Roast My Build to come back, make sure you swing by the walk-in store, and Cisco will happily roast your gun to smithereens.
Yes, when you stuttered a little bit, that reminded me of a joke. What did Mike Tyson say to Chris Hemsworth when they were training together for one of the Thor movies? You're gonna be thought of Mao.
That's good. That's good. That's good. You're gonna be Thor the mom. All right. So no one suggested. We were asking what their best gun is, right? Mm-hmm. Just Jeff in San Diego says G&G TR16 308, very nice MBR, with Redline Milsim N7 engine.
Oh yeah. So what I mentioned earlier, Redline did make their own HPA system. If you guys were unaware, this is a while ago. I don't know if it's still currently being made or not. Correct me if I'm wrong, but Redline is known for having one of the best regulators in Airsoft that will help regulate the flow, the air pressure flow into your system. So that's actually a really good pick. I heard their system was fairly decent.
Absolutely. Another one's Manuel Chief Torres was saying my Lance Tactical Gen 3 LT32 Helion is the best. I mean, hey, that's still a solid pick, man. That's still a solid gun, right? I actually am a very big fan of the Gen 3s overall. I think the LT32 Helions were, again, simple, clean, doesn't really need a whole lot to look cool. It gets the job done, right? And it still offers plenty of goodies right out of the box. Definitely a big bang for your buck right there. Drexen was asking, do multiple purchases give you multiple chances, or is it a one-time thing for the $5 one? So every order for one of the mystery swag packages is $5. That will be getting you one chance to win the 6-hour MCX, right? Oh, no! I'm sorry. Ordering one of those will get you one chance to win that. Order 4 of those, right, on one order. It has to be on one order. Order 4 of those into the same order, and then you will be getting an entry into the shopping spree giveaway specifically, right?
So just to clarify, if you happen to pick up multiple Mayo Gang mystery swag packs, each pack that you get will get you one entry. So if you pick up 4, you'll get 4 chances to win the SIG MCX, and then like every $20 purchase will get you an entry into tomorrow's shopping spree giveaway. So you could get it by itself. You can get 4 of them, and again, maximize your chances of winning.
You know that bullshit in anime when you just do the "omae wa shinderu," right, and it just fucking splits in half. Yeah.
Of course. So, you can get it by itself. Like I said, get one chance to win the SIG MCX. If you get 4, you'll get a chance. You'll get a chance to win the shopping spree giveaway and 4 chances to win the MCX. Or if you're picking up other items and you want to maximize your chance of winning, like with the promo we have going on during this live stream, if your order is just under a threshold, every $50 spent will get you 5 chances to win. I gave the example earlier. If you're at $45, pick up one of these, you'll get up to $50, and then you'll get a chance to win, get some Gucci Mayo Gang swag with each pack, and maximize your winnings or your chances to win the shopping spree giveaway as well. There's quite a few different things.
Yeah, no, absolutely. And remember, just another tip too. Again, $179. Automatic free shipping thanks to the Wombo combo. Just putting that out there. Casper asks, do you carry Glock and high Kappa mounts with Dr. Cut?
With Dr. Cut.
I think it means like for the RMR for like the footprint, dark footprint.
I don't think we have one to go on to a high Kappa that doesn't like a plate that you can install onto like a bone stock high Kappa. I don't think we have that for the high Kappa specifically. But if you look up Atlas Custom Works, no, it's either Atlas Custom Works or 5KU. They have an optic plate for the TM style G series, and it's currently out of stock. That one does. It says Optima/Vortex mount. That is the Doctor footprint.
Big sad. But again, we should be getting it in soon, hopefully. So just hit the notify me button on the item's description so that way you get notified as soon as the item arrives back in stock. Let's keep scrolling through. I know there's another question. When can I expect to pick up my Sand Viper? I know they, at one point, they were on the water. I believe are the Sand Vipers still on the water at this moment?
You know, I think it might just be trying to clear port because they were supposed to arrive, I think, last week.
So it might just be like a matter of just clearing the port right now and actually making their way to the distributor directly.
Yeah, I believe that's what it is.
Yeah, no, that makes sense. Again, it's just it's got a clear port, right? You can't just smuggle it into the country, right? And it was like, what are these shipments of illegal airsoft guns?
What is this? What is it? What is it? What is it?
Don't deep throat it.
Hey, yo.
Let's see. We don't talk about that pistol. It's like Fight Club.
It's like Fight Club.
What are you talking about? We don't talk about that. Let's keep scrolling through. Lisa 84 price quote for new Jack built-in combat machine. Sold my line tank reg set, so I'd need that too.
That'll vary. Honestly, don't even do a combat machine. Combat machines are like $200 now. If you want to build the gun out or just have a base gun, go for like the most affordable Lancer Tactical Gen 2.
Or Specna.
Yeah, or Specna arms. They're about $150, right? So you have a complete gun that you could drop the jack into. What does the Pulsar jack retail for nowadays? Is it $320? Polar Star.
Spell it.
I know. Whenever I hear Polar Star back in the day, I used to think of what's that movie with Tom Hanks, the animated one, Christmas movie.
Tom Hanks? Yeah. Oh, the Polar Express.
Polar Express. That's what I used to think.
The Polar Express.
Yes. Okay, so it looks like average price for the Polar Star Jack is going to be about $325, right? So $325 on top of $150, that's $475. A regulator, a decent regulator, is going to be anywhere from like $100 to like $200 on the high end. You can even get some that are more affordable. Around $80. Honestly, I don't know like the adjustment capabilities on those. So let's call it $150 for the regulator. Say it comes with the line as well. So another $150. We're at $625, and then the tank will vary as well. You can get a really affordable like aluminum tank for like $50-ish. But if you want to go like super high end carbon fiber, like 68 cubic square inch, 4,000 psi tank, that can easily run up to like $250 or something, depending on the tank itself. So I would say budget at about $800 to $900, and then see what you're willing to work with, what you're willing to settle for the tank, the regulator, such and such, and that can help lower the price. And again, take advantage of promos that are going on as well. At Airsoft GI, we have coupon code 20th that'll save you 10% off of everything. But if you divide your order up, some of these things might qualify for other things. Like I believe the Polar Star can be paired with coupon code upgrade. I think that'll work. And then I think like the regulator tank stuff, I think that could work with coupon code 20BD. I think those are technically accessories. Play around with the coupon codes. Again, you can get better discounts on different things.
There you go. There you go. There you go. Use the coupon codes towards your advantage. All right, next question that we had. I know I did see this one. Do pre-orders count towards the shopping spree? Yes, they do. Pre-orders for anything that's available for pre-order right now will get you entered towards the shopping spree. It's a valid order, right? It's literally just anything, right? It is a thing that you are pre-ordering. So, yes, absolutely, they will be counted towards the shopping spree giveaway, right? Keeps going up. Any updates on the TTI High Kappa mags? Those, I believe, are going to be coming in at the same time as the Sand Vipers, no?
I hope so. I really hope so. We'll see. I'll ask Tang at Jag later. But yeah.
Jag, if you're listening,
Yeah.
you see this, right? You see what we get, all the questions we get, right? Magazines, bring them in.
Yeah.
Manual Chief Torres, I believe I answered this question during last night's stream. What's better, the FMA PEC 15, TAC 9 PEC 15, or the ACW PEC? Honestly, the ACW.
He asked me this question, I think, on Monday as well.
Yeah, that's me.
I've used a good amount of the TAC 9 PEC 15s. Those are solid. I believe those are honestly the same OEM, or at least come from the same factory as FMA. ACW, I'm not sure if they're the same.
They're a little nicer.
They are a little nicer. They are like the LA 15 style, like the more sleeker, updated version of the PEC 15.
Justin has one. It's real freaking nice, dude. Yeah.
I believe it's a red laser, right?
Yeah, I believe they have both.
They have red and green?
I believe they have both.
Okay, that's cool. Depending on the laser that you want as well, will dictate on which one you get.
There you go. I mean, again, if you're just going for like something that works, gets the job done, the TAC 9 and the FMA they'll get the job done, right? I've used the TAC 9s for years, and they've served their purpose very well. All right, but I think we are caught up on those.
Okay, so I do think you and I have to pick a gun that we think is the best. Well, let's just do AEGs. We'll save gas blowback rifles and HPA systems later. But Isaias, what do you think is we'll go the all-around best airsoft gun per price point and performance? What do you think is the best price point, performance, and features?
I mean, I don't want to sound like repetitive. I mean, you know what I'm going to say. The best AEG, genuinely, that you can get hands down right now, I mean, if we're just being objective about it, is the MGC4. Right? Like, I mean, like, seriously, did you expect me to say anything else? Like, really? Like,
it's really difficult to argue that.
Yeah, no, it really is difficult to argue that because, again, it's like no other airsoft gun has that level of, like, effort. I would say that's went into it and still has that somewhat attainable price point.
Yeah.
Considering all the things it comes with, it should have been way more expensive. We're going by the CPI. You definitely are getting, like, a hell of a deal, honestly, with it. But, okay, I want to do something a little bit different on this. Like, let's do this. Right, but I will give you a different price point. I'll be asking you or letting you know that with this budget in mind, what would you suggest?
Okay,
right,
okay.
I'll give you 3, maybe 4 different budgets.
Okay, you set the budgets
Yeah.
first. You list yours, and then I'll list mine.
Yep.
Okay, so, what's the first price point?
First price point. Let's say you want to get a gun. Yeah, let's do 150 or less. Bear in mind, I normally suggest 150 starting price for most airsoft guns. However, if you were to say the best airsoft gun for let's say under $150.
Okay, so are we keeping it at AEGs?
You can go any platform that you want. It doesn't have to be AEGs. It's obviously would be recommended, but you can go anything you want. Just what do you think is the best airsoft gun, right? Just off the top of your noggin.
Damn it, that makes it so much more difficult. Cause nowadays, especially since we started carrying Specna and the release of the Lancer Tactical Core series, they have full AEGs good to go for $150. I'd probably, with that being available, I would recommend that, just being able to max out that budget.
They start at 159.
Oh, damn it. Okay, so they start at 159. So
Can I give you a suggestion or like one idea just to give you like time to think about it? This is what I said yesterday during my stream because someone asked me the same question. What's the best gun under 150, right? Double barrel AKs.
Oh, that's actually a solid pick.
Right? Like if you go some of the double bell AKs, right? I'll pull them as soon as this goes done. I'll pull them up. Some of the double bell AKs, you can get them for literally less than 150, right? Even like the full wood one is at 150. The full wood one is at 150 if you're going for an AKS 74, right? Right, that one, solid pick, because you are still getting a completely standard version 3 gearbox, which you can upgrade the fuck out of, right? Right? You get the full wood one, it's 130, right? And again, the version 3 gearbox is the second most common, or most supported gearbox out there in Airsoft, right?
Damn, it is 159.
Yeah, it's 159.
Spec Arms is 150. Hold on, I could have sworn.
Nope.
It was the core series.
Nope. I mean, it might be. There might be one of the core series, potentially. Nope. Scroll all the way up. I know which one you're talking about. 158, 159.
That one's on sale.
He's really going for the. All right, let's just. Okay, I should have made that caveat. I should have made that clear. Sale items don't count, right?
Sale items, okay. So Lancer. Let me type in Lancer Tactical Core. I could have swore there was like an M4A1 Lancer.
If you go standard Gen 2 models, go like Airsoft guns, AEGs, Lancer Gen 2s, I'm sure there is like a model that would be like maybe around there, but I still don't think at 150.
No, yeah, dang it.
So if you go the base Gen 2 models, right? Airsoft guns, AEGs, go Lance Tactical AEGs, right? Go from low to high. I think there might be one, but I think maybe not. Let's see.
Maybe like the Gen 1s.
Zero
Oh,
Gen.
that's a Gen 2 right there.
That one's normally 158 though, 159.
Look at that combo right there.
That's true. You do get that combo.
It's not on sale.
It's not on sale.
$159.99.
That is an option. That is an option. Yeah. I would say most of them generally, again, it's going to be hard to find one.
Okay, for the sake of the argument, we'll say that the Lance Tactical Gen 2s are slightly out of the price range. So, I opened up the double bell category in the other window right there. Yeah, so dang it. Okay. With that in mind, damn, that's a solid pick. The double bell AKs. That is a really solid pick.
I mean, just look at that, right? Just look at this, right? Like, yeah, is it the faux wood? Yes. But at the end of the day, if you're on a budget, you're not really going to care if it's real wood or not. You're still getting a full metal receiver, right? You're still getting a full metal dust cover, triangular folding, a stock on there, right? And again, it looks good. It looks really good. Like that.
Classic. Very classic. Iconic look.
That would be my pick if you're going for something under 150. Now, let's say 150 to 200. What's your pick?
I didn't even pick a gun for 150 or under.
Then pick one.
Since the Lance Tactical Gen 2s and the Core series are slightly out of the price range, I'm gonna go with a classic Double Eagle tri-shot shotgun.
Oh, man.
Classic. That one is super affordable, very competitive. It does challenge your skill level, but it actually being a tri-shot shotgun, like around the 60, 70-ish buck range. Here goes like the SPOS 12 style for $62. Like they just work. They work and work. They just work, my boy. They just, especially at the price range, like you can easily pick up a couple of these. You and a friend could go out and play and rock the field, especially like if you don't let fear or hesitation come in when you're playing, and just like go for the gusto or balls to the wall brave. Like there have been plenty of times where I rocked a spring shotgun and have dominated the field and racked up the kills.
Yeah, no, absolutely. Again, I still will play with my tri-shot shotgun. Honestly, this upcoming KWA event at Hollywood Sports, that zombie event that I want, guys, make sure to bully Cisco. Tell him to bully him so that he comes out to Hollywood Sports during KWA's Tactical League zombie event at Hollywood Sports. I really want him to come. October 20 something, I believe, or we'll see, right? I want to go, but honestly, if I go, I'm going to be bringing either my gas tri-shot shotgun or I'm bringing my spring shotgun, right? That's what I'm running. Like 100%, I'm going to be rocking shotgun only, right? I
get that.
Minimal gear, just why not, right? But, okay, now with that in mind, what's your budget for, say, 150 to 200?
Well, now it's a no-brainer with the Lancer Tactical Gen 2 or Specna Arms. Now, depending on what you want, if you could pull up the Lancer Tactical like AEG page for me, with the Gen 2 line itself, you get so much for a very affordable cost. Like a basic M4A1 is $159 right there. right? That's $159, battery and charger included. That's actually insane. But if we're going up to the $250 price point, there's some of the Lancer Tactical Gen 3 line. There is the Arcturus NY models and the LWC, LWT, and the Mark series, I believe is what they called.
Yeah, LWT.
Yeah. Those are $175, and then there's also the Classic Army ECS skirmish line. Those are fluctuating between the $220 to $250 price range. All three of those are solid, but you know what? I think I'm going to take the steal on it and go for the Lancer Tactical Gen 3 on it.
Okay, all right. So if you're going for $250, for me, I would actually honestly end up going. As much as I love the Lancer Gen 3s, I also really like the look of the MK16s.
Oh, you know what? I forgot about it.
And I'm not even like looking at the sale price. I'm looking at the regular retail. $220.
Yeah, I forgot about it. And it has a URGI style rail.
It's polymer based too.
Yeah, for $220 with that gearbox, that's a solid pick. That's a solid pick.
No
response is going to be about the same between Lancer Tactical Gen 2 and Gen 3, but I believe the Classic Army skirmish line does have a better motor, so the rate of fire is going to be slightly better.
Oh, really? Okay.
I believe so.
Okay. All right. No, that would be my pick. And again, if we're going for like a $300 and above budget, right? At that point for us, $300 and above is like considered high end, right? That's what we consider you're paying top dollar.
See, it used to be, but now it's muddled a little bit. Like the line is blurred between the mid end high end range at the $300 price point. Personally, I do think anything past $300 is going to be a high end airsoft gun, but there are airsoft guns that is easily considered a mid level mid entry airsoft gun, like the G&G 2.0 combat machines. Those are fantastic airsoft guns, but with polymer receivers coming in at $300+ it's getting really hard to justify that type of gun when you have other competitors like
it's just a bad value at that point. It's just a bad deal.
Exactly. Well, I don't want to say bad deal.
It is in the sense because you are still paying top dollar, right? When you compare it to what actually exists on the market, and you're comparing it to like what you're getting out there, 100%. As much as I like the G&G stuff, it's a bad deal considering an MGC4, right, can literally cost you what, $325, $315, right?
305
305 to 315. Like you can literally get that everything the MGC4 offers, right? Or you can get an R15 from Zion Arms, right? Again, there's plenty of options that you can get that are going to offer way more, right? Hell, there's even some guns that cost more than $300. We're talking in the $400, $500 mark, right? Not to throw shade, but like BCM, right? Like the BCM MCMR, even though that is OEM by VFC, it used to be one of my favorite companies, right? I love the quality of their work, but honestly, you kind of have to make the argument. The same reason why you would say the SEMA Platinum isn't really that great of a gun in general, because again, you end up swapping out the ETU, which is considered the heart of your airsoft gun. A lot of guys do the same thing for their VFCs. A lot of guys will change out the wiring for a Gate Titan or something, right? So you kind of have to apply the same logic there. Is it still a good value? For me personally, I don't know. I don't think I would be comfortable with saying that it's a good deal.
Yeah, I get that. I mean, I think it all comes down to what you value more. Because again, not saying that the G&G like Combat Machine 2.0 line is bad. It's a great gun. Some people might justify that because they use it for more of like a Speed QB competitive tournament type of gun, right? So they want like a durable polymer with like a solid gearbox. But again, it's all justifiable. Maybe it's just the name of the company that you're sold on because G&G's been around for a while. But at the $300 price point, you know, what Isaiah said, there's the MGC4 line. There is Zion Arms with both the R15 and the PW9. Who else? There's some KWA guns that are maybe they might be out of that price range. Maybe just slightly like $10-$20 more than like $350. But
I would take a KWA like KO, like one of the KWA original lineups, because they're only 250. I would take that over a G&G.
you know what? I would agree to that because it's still internally going to be using the same gearbox that's in the VM4, the Ronin T6, the Scarlet 47. It's going to have all of that still available internally, which is their Gucci like gearbox platform. So you get that same reliability in a lighter weight platform, being polymer and their original design, which look super Gucci. But yeah, I don't know. Like, okay, so the next tier is going to be between 250 to 350.
Sure.
Oh snap, we're past 5 o'clock. So let's make it quick. Between 250 to 350, I'm gonna steal it. I'll go with the original MGC4, or Zynorm's R15. I would say the Zynorm's R15. It's even though the performance for trigger response and rate of fire is better out of the MGC4, the receiver style of the R15 is nice. The finish that they have on the receiver is super nice as well. And it's not like the performance is like shit compared to the MGC4. The R15 still has amazing performance.
That's a good pick, actually. No, I would have to agree with that as well. Again, they're solid airsoft picks, right? I think for me, it would be the MGC4 Mark II. I like the Mark II more than I like the Mark I. The Mark I is cool, but the rail never like 100% sold me on it. Right? I just like the length of the actual carbine, right? A little bit more, and I think the rail system is really clean. I think it just did everything. It's literally the same gun. It's just, again, longer barrel, right? And cleaner rail system, in my opinion. So I'd either go with the Mark II, or I'd actually go with what I said earlier, the KWA original, because those start at 250, right? They're definitely going to be like really, really solid picks. They're competitive. Guys will literally buy them, bring them to CQB tournaments as is. They're completely competitive right out of the box, especially for a CQB environment, right? But again, they're still upgradable, right? They're not going to have what like KWA has been like unfortunately labeled as, oh, it's super proprietary. Like, no, not at all. It's very, very, very upgradable and very easy to work with. You don't even need a MOSFET out of the box because it already comes included with switch life extenders, and they're affordable. And magazines are going to be sold in packs too, so you can buy 3 packs very easily.
Okay, now Isaiah, since guys, we are going to be finishing up the live stream right now, so take advantage of the $50 promo. Every $50 you spend will get you 5 chances to win. Maximize your chance to win right now. So past $350, go for the Gusto. What do you think is the best airsoft gun for you personally past $350? I swear to God, if he says the NGRS Mark 46, I'm going to leave. I swear to God, if he says that right now, I'm going to leave.
Mark 46 LMG. I love how it was like, you want to go with like upgradability. You want to go with like price per buck. Mark 46, proprietary is everything, 100%. I'll still buy it.
That's purely because the fun.
I want it.
Yeah, he got to shoot it. I didn't get to shoot it yet. It's just fun, right?
Yeah.
So the debate for me would have to be 2 different sides. One side is going to be the KWA Ronin T10.
Okay.
Purely fun, even though it has great performance and accuracy and stuff. Purely fun. The ERG recoil system is dope. I don't care what you say. Out of the box, it'll outshoot the NGRS. Sorry, it's just the NGRS isn't made for US standards.
No, it's not.
It's accurate. It has good range, but the T10 will just outshoot it. I've owned both. And the other side, it's a hard debate between 3 guns only owned by the same company. Who do you think? Can you guess? Who do you think?
3 guns.
3 guns.
Is it an AEG?
They're AEGs.
What the fuck? 3 of them?
They're basically the same gun in different bodies.
What the fuck?
Okay. Number 1, BCM MCMR.
Oh.
Number 2, SIG MCX. And number 3, HK416A5. Thank you for coming to my TED Talk.
So you just want an Avalon. You just want a fancy Avalon. You want an Avalon in a tuxedo. That's what you want. You want an Avalon dressed up for dinner.
Speaking of the SIG MCX, you can win one for $5 with the Mayo Gang Mystery Swag Pack, available right now, guys. They're only $5, and if you pick up 4 of these beauties right here, you can get an entry into tomorrow's Shop Expert giveaway. But if you are placing an order right now at Airsoft GI, what you can do what you can do is use this to help maximize your chances to win. Like I said, every $50 you spend will get you 5 chances to win. If you come up a little short on your shopping cart, get one of these bad boys. You're going to get some Gucci Mayo Gang swag and chances to win an MCX. At $450 MCX, you can win for $5. So let's say your order is like $92. Pick up 2 of these. You'll get 2 chances to win that Gucci Mayo Gang swag, and you'll get 10 chances to win tomorrow's shopping spree giveaway. And that promo is ending right now, so you guys got to hop on it, peoples.
Now, not only that, we have tons of items that are available on a discount right now. We're talking some insane shocker deals and discounts available right now at Airsoft GI. Many of these are ending very, very soon, so make sure you take advantage. We're talking some of your favorite brands. We're talking there's that Mark 46, right? There's that Mark 46 I was talking about. You got Hella Classic Army, you got some G&Gs, you got some Tokyo Maruis and some LCTs as well. Plenty of good stuff that is discounted. Again, anything $20 or more, and you have a shot at winning tomorrow's $600 shopping spree giveaway. $600 are on the line, so make sure that you don't miss your chance. Place your orders now and get as many entries as you possibly can.
Absolutely. But all right, guys, let us know what you think in the chat or in the comments when this live stream is over. What you think the best airsoft gun is for you personally. If you want to follow our criteria and go for the different budgets, you can do that. But if you want to go for the gusto, whatever you think is there, let us know. We would love to hear it. But we do got to get going. My name is Cisco.
My name is Isaiah.
And we'll see you guys later. Peace, y'all.